Welcome to Lesson 8. Let's imagine that you are speaking in Spanish to someone and that person just asked you something for which you do not have the answer. So you want to say something like maybe. So in Spanish, there are many ways in which you can say maybe. One of them is tal vez. That's one way to say maybe. Another way to say it is puede que sí. Another way of saying it is puede que no. Right? If you notice, here you have to remember 2 words. Here you have to remember 3 words. Here you have to remember 3 words. To me, if I were learning a new language, I would want to simplify. And that's what this channel is all about. We're trying to make it simple and easy, short and sweet. We don't want to overcomplicate matters. To me, this is a lot, just to say maybe. If you remember, at the very beginning of these videos, I did mention that Spanish tends to be more wordy than English. As a norm, not always, there are exceptions, but as a norm. And this is a perfect example. You just want to say a simple maybe. That's all you're trying to say. And look at all that. I mean, that's quite long, right? So for now, that's a no-no. Let's just not worry about all of that. Too much to remember. We are just beginning. We're learning how to speak Spanish. We're not trying to write an essay at this point. We don't want to have to remember a whole lot, because if you're visiting a Spanish speaking country or whatnot and you're in a hurry, you're having a short exchange of words or conversation with someone, you don't want to try to remember all that. So I am going to give you one word. That's the beauty of it. It means maybe, because that's what we're trying to say in Spanish, maybe. Okay? This is it. This is the word, one word you have to remember. This is a cue, by the way. I guess my handwriting is a little bit different, but that's a cue. Z. Don't forget your tilde, and then S. Quizás. That's right, you heard right. This word means maybe, and it is used in places such as Puerto Rico, España, which means Spain, Mexico, Mexico, Argentina, which means Argentina, Colombia, and Cuba or Cuba. You would say Cuba, we say in Spanish Cuba. Okay, so there are many other countries which use this word. Here's the kicker. I am going to try to write something so that you can pronounce it correctly, and hopefully the algorithm in YouTube will not kick out my video for inappropriate language. But you will see what I'm talking about. The pronunciation is quite tricky, and you would be saying if you know what I'm talking about here. This is a common slang that Americans use, right? So if you know how to say that, which I'm sure most people out there do, if you can say that, I'm not going to repeat it just in case. This is the first time that I put this on YouTube, and I really don't need it to be kicked out because the algorithm doesn't recognize that this is the pronunciation of a Spanish word.